Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. So, on June the 12th, Dan Can and Philip posted this Dan Can's podcast, and he's got episode 1 here with Philip. Well, as you all know, Dan and Philip are partners, so, this is all an act put on for all of us. And it is 2 hours long. Anyways, you can easily find this. Of that 2 hours, I found this part, well, there's so much for me to tell you, and I most certainly will get to that. But this one really did stand out to me. And here he's going on and on about how horrible Denmark is. Well, and then he kind of shits on the US and Canada as well, and then the whole Western world, actually. Yeah. But he's going on about how, everybody in Denmark just tries to keep you down. And, and then how he's actually, left Denmark because there's no way he was going to pay taxes. Now, and I know that his, while he was here, in Dubai making all this money, his old plumbing business went into bankruptcy back in Denmark. And I don't know what the heck's with that. But he's making a lot of claims about Denmark that I just don't know. But it doesn't sound right. I'm from Canada, so, a little bit different from the U.S. And it doesn't strike me right, because I've always heard of so many good things about Denmark. And then he does get into, and Dan Can brings up somebody from Canada who said blah, 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 that is so false. And I'm going to tell you about it and tell you why I know personally that it is false. Oh, and guess what? Their solution to everything is like how wonderful it is in Dubai. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit. So you're from Denmark, right? Why did you leave Denmark to come to Dubai? Because if you look online, the happiest country in the world is Denmark. So it's very weird that you left Denmark.
Now let me tell you why it's the happiest, because you don't have to work in Denmark. Right? You can just say that you hurted your little finger, and then you are...
People are going to get angry now, Philip.
I don't give a shit, right? But they are fucking lazy. It's amazed me, right? And their mentality is, they are workers. That's what they do. They are workers. They are not businessmen. They're not entrepreneurs. They are workers. They are worker ants, just running around, right? And if you hurt your little finger, you can get money from the government for the rest of your life. Right, and it's crazy, right? And I remember I got the Mercedes AMG, and people can't even afford to fill up the gas in a car like that in Denmark, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I remember when I was working as a plumber, and we were sitting in lunch breaks, and the boss came in, and then when he left, everybody was talking shit about him. It was like, why does he have to drive a car like that? Like, he's fucking scamming people, and people just got angry, and I was the only one. How does he do it? How does he drive that car? I want that car, right? But everybody's just hating on everybody, right? And especially if you make just a little bit more than they do. And so they are depressing everybody in Denmark, right? Everybody. And then the government, don't get me started with that shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me started with that shit. That is a fucking nightmare, right?
I
So the reason why people are the happiest in Denmark is because they don't have to work.
Okay, so... But you're right about the culture, right? Culture is very, very different in Denmark. Even in Singapore, it's very different. Dubai is very different.
Yes.
Right? So you feel like the culture in Denmark it's like...
Weighs you down.
It's like everybody needs to be same.
Yes.
If not...
You can't be...
Right?
No. So they're weighing you down. Again, no. Also there, in the adult life, it's a no all the time, right? But the reason I left is because the government, right? In order for us people that make money to pay for all of the broke people and the lazy people out there in Denmark, right? Is because the tax goes to the people that broke their little finger and can't work anymore, right? Or are too fat to get out of the goddamn couch in the morning, whatever the excuse is, right? We have to pay for that.
Yeah.
So when you hit a certain income in Denmark, then the normal tax in Denmark is 37 to 41%, around that, right? But if you make more money, they take 61%.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
They take over half of the money you worked your butt off to get. Then they take half of it. Over half. They get more than you. I was like, those motherfuckers. they are not getting over half of my money, right? Now they're not getting anything, right?
Yeah.
Because they got greedy.
That's super weird. One side of it I understand, right? It's like you're so rich, the wealth needs to go into the society, back into the people that...
Yeah, but let me stop you there. If I had to pay 37% out of all of my wealth, like everybody else, I would probably still be in Denmark.
Yeah.
And they will still get millions. But no. You make a lot of money, let's take more.
Yeah.
Makes zero sense, man. Makes zero sense.
I think the biggest problem I have with this system, especially in the West, is like you pay so much taxes. So it's kind of like if I pay a lot of taxes, I need to see something come out of it from the country. So what I mean is it safe? Right? Are there people robbing other people? Are there crime? If the tax money is going into proper things, and then you can look around and be like, okay, it's kind of worth it. It's kind of worth it to have live in this country. You get what I mean?
Yes.
So when you looked around, you didn't feel that way in Denmark?
No, I couldn't park my car anywhere because then it got scratched when I got out, right? If it was dark outside certain areas, you just look in the alleys and look over your shoulder. You couldn't walk with headphones because somebody would come and stab you and rob you from behind, right? It's like, and then it's crazy, right? It's crazy. I couldn't walk around with my Rolex. I took it off when I went out, just when the sun went down, right? I didn't take it. You couldn't wear it. You couldn't wear it anywhere. That's also like, and it's like that in most Western countries.
Yeah, I would think so. Like I was in New York, I also felt the same way. Just didn't feel safe. Walking around, couldn't wear my earpiece, just look around, and then there was some guy beating another guy up in the alley.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was like, this is New York.
Yeah,
bro, come on. It's New York. People think it's, the thing, right?
Yeah, come to Dubai, everybody.
Come to Dubai. So it's funny, there was a client that I had, he was Canadian. He told me, in Canada, if someone breaks into your house, you can't fight back.
Yeah, just take my stuff. Like, what the fuck, man?
I was like, how is that possible? That does not even make sense.
Yeah, why do I know that this is false? Because like 15 years ago, well, actually it'd be more like 20 years ago by now, when I was living in Iqaluit, Nunavut, which is in Canada's very far north, my ex-husband and I had a break-in. My ex-husband was sleeping on the couch in the living room because I snore. I heard the kerfuffle in the living room. I ran out. By then, my ex-husband it was an Inuit guy, had broken into the house. My husband had then got him down on the ground, pinned in front of the front door. Then he told me, Darlene, hold him, which I did. I kept him pinned on the ground, on the floor in front of the front door, while my husband called the police. The police arrived, packaged him up, and took him away. Okay? No problem. Had we had to take more action, we could have and would have. All right? So, Dan, whoever you're talking to, doesn't know his ass from his elbow. And I'm thinking neither do you.
Correct. But then it's like he said, I don't know what he's going through. Yeah, I'm like...
Don't beat up other people then if you have a rough time, right? Or stab other people or steal from them, right? Fuck it. But that's what I mean. It's like what you also mean that is wrong with the goddamn Western world. Like, the people that are actually making all of the crime, that's the court, the government. He just needs a place to be and shit like that. The prison in Denmark, they get a PlayStation, they can barbecue, they can go to the groceries, right? I was like, and they even got money to buy milk and shit. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Right? So I had a lot of friends back in Denmark, they went to jail, right? And then when they got out, they couldn't get a job. They had no money. They knew nobody. People have moved on. So guess what? They went out and beat some guy up, random guy, so they could get back into jail and have it cozy. I was like, what did you say?
That's so stupid.
What? Then, if people are hearing that, right, and don't think there is something completely wrong here, then I don't know what, right? I don't know what, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, because in Singapore, the jail is shit. Like, it's bad. You don't even have a bed.
Exactly. I hear also here in Dubai, if you go to prison, they throw you somewhere in the desert and then you get to sit there for a while.
And then I tell people, like, in Instagram, sometimes I get comments because I say I moved to Dubai, it's safe, I love it here, right? It's a little bit more expensive. It depends where you go as well. But then some people in the West would say, yeah, but Dubai, you can't smoke weed. I was like, why is that even a thing? Why do you need to smoke weed?
Exactly. Brokies.
Like, what's wrong with you?
They're
Why
broke.
is that a thing? What? You can't. Okay, bro. Like, and then they say like, they have capital punishment where they kill you if you kill someone else.
Exactly.
Right. And then
don't kill somebody.
And then they said that's not human. I was like, don't kill someone. That's not human either.
Yeah,
Isn't
exactly.
it? You stupid idiot.
Stop killing another person, man.
Yes. And then you look at these countries. Even Singapore is very strict. That's why it's so safe.
Exactly. The same here.
It's same in Dubai.
It's
so safe. People are scared to commit crime.
If you steal, they chop off your hand.
Yeah, I've still yet to see someone without a hand.
Of course, they don't dare to do it. I don't know if it's real or not, but people believe it.
That's what people think, right?
Right? Exactly. So they don't steal. I left. I just leave my keys in the Lambo with the windows down and park it in front of the mall. Right? Thousands of people go by it. Nobody is touching the car. They are looking. They are not opening the door. They are not going inside, and they are not driving away. Right?
Yeah.
Because they have respect for the government here. They know if they fuck up, it's game over.
Yes, they will immediately deport you.
Yes, one chance, one shot, right? You got that one chance, and if you can't comprehend that, right, out.
Yeah, as it should be. So everybody acts civilized, right?
Exactly. There's no fighting. There's no fighting. Been to a lot of clubs. There's nobody pushing somebody else around. Nobody's looking funny on each other and want to make a fight, right? It's just like people are civilized.
Yeah, civilized, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
A big part of Dubai that I like is also the culture around how they look at rich people.
Yes.
It's they're more inspired by it, whereas in other countries they don't like rich people. They hate rich people.
Western
right?
world hate rich people.
But here in Dubai, it's like I've been in Ubers. They're like, that's a nice car.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like so different the way they think.
Exactly.
That's why I also encourage people to come here, because if you want to be rich, this is the place to be
around rich people. And where is there more rich people than Dubai?
Yeah.
Right. And then I moved into the Palm in Dubai, right? In this villa, and then I went down the street, and then I realized I'm nobody. I have the smallest villa. I'm a nobody. I'm the pool boy.
And your villa is pretty big.
Yes, but then you look at the other villas, they're like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, sometimes 6 or 7 times bigger than mine, right?
I remember we were driving on the Palm, then you were like showing me all the houses, because I didn't see. So you were driving me and like, look at that house. And then we kept driving. It's still the same house.
It's still the same house.
I was like, that's as big as a school or something.
Exactly. There's also some of the houses on the Palm that has their
and it's
own
not
zoo.
cheap.
No, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
I think mine is like $10 million, right? And there's houses for $100 million and $150 million. I think there's even some that got sold on the Billionaires Row. That's the row just in front of Atlantis Royale. Right? I think there was a house just got sold for $250 million there.
That just shows you there's a lot of money out there.
Exactly.
Imagine putting $250 million on a house.
Yes.
Yes.
But that just shows it is possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you say someone had a zoo? Did I
There's
hear
multiple people here in Dubai that have a zoo in the basement, especially on the Palm.
Oh yeah, they have like tigers and
And zebras and probably not a giraffe.
a little bit weird, but yes.
Yes. Then a giraffe comes up and I say, "What's up, dude?"
It comes out of the basement.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, the culture here is super good, and everyone's rich, and my network also has grown because I know you and you know people. Then you make more and more friends. So I agree with that. Your network is your net worth.
100%.
You've met more people here as well, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
That's from a guy called Nicholas, correct? He knows all the guys.
Mentorship.
Yeah.
I bought him as a mentor, and then he opened the doors for more people, more network. Right? If I have a problem with something, I can just go to this guy now, or this guy, or this guy. If somebody's trying to shut me down, then I go to this guy. We shot him down and that. Right? It's like, so it's all who you know.
Yeah.
It's all who you know. Right? And I know a guy here that's worth like 500 million or something like that and have a lot of real estate. I bought some real estate through him, right? Because he knows somebody that knows somebody, right? So I also went from 1.6 million to 3.6 when I moved to Dubai because it opened more doors and also the mindset. Because I thought back in Denmark, I was the richest guy in Denmark. I thought. Right?
Probably were.
Yeah, probably, except from the Lego family.
Oh yeah,
We have Lego in Denmark.
Yes.
Almost, man. but yeah, man. And then I came to Dubai and I was like, I'm nobody. Holy fuck, man. People are paying $55 million for a number plate that says 2. I was like,
It says 2.
it's just the number 2. Yeah. Right? Here in Dubai, they don't measure Mansory or Lambos or Rolls Royce. They measure what is the number on the number plate.
That's insane.
So if you have 1 digit, you are rich as fuck.
Did you have to pay a lot of money for your number plate?
No, I just took a random.
I just took a, okay.
Yeah, just like give me some.
Okay.
No money. But then I think here recently there was a number plate 7 or 2 or whatever was it 50 million?
Yeah.
It was like, what?
When you're in Dubai, you realize how much people would pay for luxury.
Status.
For
man.
status,
It's
yes.
status. Everything. Have you seen the buildings?
Yeah.
It's the next building is bigger than the other building, right? And then there is another real estate developer that want to build a better and bigger building than the other one, and the Bugatti is now building a building here on the Palm, and buildings flying up everywhere, right?
Everyone is coming here, you know. So you would say Dubai is better than Denmark, 100%.
I'm never going back
Hands
to
down.
Denmark.
But do you miss your family?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But I fly them here.
True. Every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Who do you fly over every 2 weeks, Philip?
What?
Who do you fly over every 2 weeks?
We can't say that public.
Can't say that.
No, we can't say that.
Now, I am really hoping that someone from Denmark is watching this and can enlighten us as to why. Why can't he just come right out and say that Mindy is, he's flying Mindy there every couple of weeks? Now, we know that she's got shared custody of the 2 kids, but I can't see that there'd be anything still wrong with that. I mean, what could that be? Unless she's running her own business there and it'd be tax problems? No, I can't imagine. Anyways, if anybody knows why that would be a problem, do let me know, or let us know, because that just sounds off. But I don't know. It did seem to catch Philip off guard.
Who do you fly over every 2 weeks, Philip?
What?
Who do you fly over every 2 weeks?
We can't say that public.
Can't say that.
No, we can't say that.
But your girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, man. So, and everybody I have brought here from my family to Dubai, they said, wow, I've been here a week. Do I have to go back to Denmark? Yeah, I'm sorry, you have to. You have a job.
Yeah.
Right? I can go to where I hate traveling, and I hate it. I like to be at my computer where I can work and I know I can make some money. When I have to fly and times and drivers and somebody have to pick up my luggage and somebody I need to go to some hotel with a shitty chair and with a little laptop, half blind, can see shit, right? I hate it. I can't sit on Maldives and read books for 2 weeks. I would die, man.
That's also really boring to me, man. I cannot understand. Like just sitting down and in the beach and lying down and just doing nothing. Like if I want to have fun, I'd rather hang out with friends, talk to people and stuff like that.
Go out.
Yeah, go
Get
out.
some good food, music playing.
Yeah.
Like, no partying, just like fun.
But like lying down and just doing nothing.
Just look at the sky and hear the water.
Girls can do it very well, that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So they didn't talk anything further after that about how horrible Denmark and the rest of the Western world was and how wonderful Dubai was. Well, actually, Dubai came up a few more times about how wonderful it was, but they didn't seem to crap on the rest of the world after that. But, I mean, that was a lot of interesting stuff there, and I would really like to hear from you guys in the comments, like... Wow. What do you think about any of that? And oh, by the way, I don't live in some weird, violent prone area of Canada. I did it at one point, and Nunavut is a very interesting territory. Let's just put it that way. But for the rest of the time in Canada, I felt perfectly safe. 100% safe, and the vast majority of the places I've lived, I don't even lock my door. So, that's what Canada is like. The majority of it, not everywhere. When I lived in Calgary, I would lock my doors for sure, but even then, I still felt pretty safe. So I don't know what it's like in Denmark, but I would love to hear from you guys, because I can't imagine it's as violent and as horrible as what he makes it out to be. Of course, I remember when he flew into Las Vegas, he said that was a shithole too, and I'm quoting him there when I say shithole. So, I don't know where his great experience comes from, but anyways, love to hear from you guys. And I hope you're having a great evening, a great day, wherever I may have caught you. Darlene out.